Hey everyone, welcome to my story. Today's my story is on video games, and this is this topic that has some mixed reviews about whether or not people should actually get into them or not. Me personally, I play video games. I played video games since I was little. Now, I do think that there's certain things that you gotta take care of before you will let your children play video games. In Pacific, definitely age restrictions because, certain video games that I play now have adult languages and stuff like that, and I can understand some certain parents don't like that. So I can definitely understand age restrictions on certain video games. But there is some video games out there for younger children that they could play. And I think that it'd be perfect, for parents to let them play them. Now, obviously, you want to make sure that they have their necessities done first. Like, some parents decide to give their children chores. I know when I was little, I had to do certain chores, before I could do anything like that. And also, if your children are in school, definitely make sure that they finish their homework first, because then if you let them play a video game, then they're not really going to want to get off and do homework. And another tip I have for people is, if you have more than one child and they want to play a game and they don't have the option of playing multiplayer, or they won't get along to play multiplayer, then take turns like my mother did. When me and my siblings were little, we used to always fight about who was playing what time, how long we were playing, or whatever. So my mom would do this. She would say we would each get an hour. So I would get an hour, my brother would get an hour, and then my sister, if she wanted to play, she would get an hour as well. And we would kind of rotate, so every so often. And then eventually one of us just got tired of playing, and then we just went off on our own. Now, I do suggest playing video games sometimes. It does take a lot out of your eyes. So definitely take breaks at some time. Sometimes I'll still have a video game up on my, TV or whatever, but I will step away from the TV and I might eat a snack or something like that just to kind of get myself away from it, because it will start to hurt your eyes after a while. Now, I kind of wanted to share with you guys 3 video games that I play a lot. Pretty much not really playing much video games nowadays. It's more so these 3. And I'll tell you which ones in Pacific. First off, we have Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, this video game is one of them games that if you are a parent that doesn't like your children watching very violent and or high language type barriers, this is not the game for them. They have very, very high language and violence in this. Now, obviously, if you feel like your children are old enough to withstand that stuff, then it's fine. But definitely, if you don't, this is not the game for them. But obviously, I'm old enough, so this is that. I mean, this is a fun game to play, as a game, but when it comes to in real life, just make sure that your children don't follow the actions of the characters in this. Moving on, we have WWE 2K18. I play pretty much most of the WWE games when they come out. This one, I Will be honest with you, I really haven't been playing much lately, but I do still play it here and there. This is another one of those games, if you don't like violence, really, then it's not really the game for you, but there's not as much violence in wrestling games and wrestling TV, in my opinion, but some parents don't agree with it, so I could definitely understand why. So this is definitely one of them games should have permission to play if you're not old enough. And last but not least, this is the game that's been taking out my life right now, and this is Sims 4. I've been literally playing this on a daily basis lately because I like building stuff and I like creating my own sim families and etc. This is one of those games I think that's possibly for anyone. It says it's for teenagers, but I think that if they hit the good enough age, like a preteen maybe, this game would be perfect for them because it kind of gives them the way of being creative in a sense, if the parents give them permission, obviously. These are the 3 games that I've been playing lately. But, again, you always want to make sure that your parents are giving you permission before you play the video games that you are playing. Because if not, then your parents aren't really going to know what you're doing in the video games. Because sometimes parents don't get into video games. Now, my parents, on the other hand, my father and stepmother, they never... Not that I know if... I don't really know if they really get into, like, the PlayStation 4 video games or whatever. But that my stepmom does play video games on Facebook sometimes. So, I mean, I think she gets the concepts, but she don't really get this type of concepts. And my mother, is the same way. She plays video games on her phone, but she don't really get the concepts of these. Really. Now my stepdad, certain games, like, he'll come up and play Sims 4 with me sometimes. And, so I think it could be a way for you and your parents to actually get better relationship and connect together. I think Sims 4 has honestly brought me and my stepdad closer together, than normally. We sit here sometimes and we'll play his Sims characters because he's made some, and sometimes he'll just help me build different places or whatever. We've been doing some challenges that we did together, like the mansion challenge, which we made a mansion and etc. I mean, again, I think video games could be essential for many reasons in the world. But, obviously, I would definitely do your necessities first, like your homework, and etc., like that. And also make sure you have parental acceptance when it comes to video games, because certain ones can have suggestive languages and etc. in it. But if you are old enough to play video games, definitely do not let it take over your full lifestyle. Now, it can help you in certain cases, but what I mean by don't let it take over your lifestyle is make sure you take some breaks in between, because if not, then it can do serious damage to your eyes staring at a screen for so long. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be really long breaks. Just kind of break off for a couple minutes, give your eyes a rest, get a snack or whatever during those times. That's what I would just suggest. Anyways, that's going to end out for this week's My Story. Next week's My Story is going to be kind of like a controversial thing, but it's going to be on religion. And it's something that I wanted to talk about because maybe it can help me find mine. So, have a great day. Peace. Thank you guys for watching.